going on. So Trump up there lying about Juneteenth. He moved it to the 20th, one day after the Tulsa, Oklahoma racial massacre that happened there 99 years ago. And he said he did it because he had some African American friends and some supporters. And I'm like, what friends? You know. But that's the venue that's going to be there, and they're going to say people to wear masks or to at your own risk. And I'm like, okay, yeah, because he wants a big conglomerate of people to be there to have this falsity show. um he's very insulting racially, and again, but he keeps tap dancers like Ben Carson's around and people like that to sit there and vouch for and say, okay, yeah, 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 but this is so um it's so sad and such a sad reality of what goes on. Um, Tulsa, Oklahoma deserves better than that. You know, there's no way in the world that he avoids the elephant in the room about it. He'll keep on about his handful of black friends and associates, and he does. He wears his sleeve. He wears it, and that's his stick. That's his whole shtick. But again, if you know the history, you can't possibly be comfortable in the whole uh, the way it's all going down. There's just too much that you can't avoid. You can't avoid it. Like I said before, he's trying to wave the Bible and wave the flag towards the Southern white Baptist people. He's got an audience he's definitely trying to appeal to. But if people ever wake up and smell the coffee grinds and the beans and stop being so seduced by his negative charisma and his charms, they will leave this alone. Eventually, something will have to take heed. It's a very deceptive tactic that he's using, but he's one that he's been able to divide to conquer, to take a obviously racial situation and turn it into something plus for him. But it's like eventually it will rear fall on its ugly rear heads. It'll have to be, you know. It's gonna be interesting what rhetoric he spews. It's gonna be interesting what he says as he tells lies about what he's done for black people and how grateful they should have him and all this garbage that's a lie. He just as racist as Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln didn't do nothing for black people. None of them have done anything for black people, if you must know. None of them. Because, I mean, if you're free to what? You're free to be a slave in a country that considers you three-fourths human, which is still part of the 13th Amendment. If correct me if I'm wrong. Still have to fight against police brutality. Still have to fight at work, jobs, to get loans, to get housing, to get cars, to get etc. Basic human conditions, education, healthcare, etc. If that is good for black people, I'm scared of what being indifferent to black people is. So he switched up the Juneteenth thing because he act like he got a conscience. Okay, yeah, he's a good comedian. I'll give him that. He's got good timing for jokes, but the other stuff is a bad joke. All right, that's my thoughts and takes about Trump switching up the Juneteenth meeting in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Give me your thoughts and your takes. Hit the like, subscribe. Let's discuss it. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. And again, don't go for the okie doke because what you see is what really is there. I'm out.